and welcome to this tutorial of AutoGaitA Simi. So here I'll talk about how to go from a folder where you have placed your data files as well as your annotation table. If you want to have instructions for the annotation table, definitely look at the other tutorial video. However, let's say you have prepared everything. Using our toolbox GUI, you first have to enter the path to this location here where you have your files. Then you have to configure whether your files are just named id.xls or id plus string xls. And this is because, for example, you could use this underscore patient to differentiate whether your subjects or your animals are of a given group. You don't need to do this, so this was just for illustration. However, make sure that if you have a folder with your files here, that there's no other Excel files in this folder, because the toolbox will try to analyze all Excel files that it can find, and that's particularly relevant if you don't have this constant string. So then you enter the name of the annotation table. For us, that's SC latency table. You enter your sampling rate. If you want to analyze only one data set, you check this box and mention the ID here. You can ignore this checkbox. It's not working right now. I'm working on it. Then you configure the number of bins you want to normalize step cycles to. For us, it's the default 25. The number of joints you want to plot in detail. I'll get back to this in a bit. Then whether you want to analyze joints y accelerations and angular accelerations, if you prefer to use standard error instead of standard deviation for your plots, and if you want to normalize the heights of all step cycles separately instead of normalizing the height across your full data set. And now the only other thing is to customize your joints and angles if you want. So here you can define your angles on the right. For example, you can say my first angle is the ankle, and that is computed from the midfoot, the ankle, and the knee. And you can list here which joints you want the toolbox to analyze. And here you can use these buttons to add joints or angles. And if you have, let's say, 9 joints here and you list them, they will be analyzed. So you will get in the resulting Excel files, you will get the velocities and the accelerations if you want, and so on. However, to reduce clutter, you can choose to, let's say you have 9 joints, to only plot 2 in detail. So then you get those joints features for individual step cycles graphically. And if you use 2, for example, here, then please consider that the toolbox will give you plots for the first 2 joints that you list here. And then you're done and you click run, then you get this, you click run again, and you can look at the command window here for some warnings or errors or whether it's finished. And for this data set, it takes quite a while. So just to quickly show you, once it's finished, you get a results folder with separate subfolder for each of your data set, as well as a config.json file.